Hi there, Pisces. Welcome to your end of February 2023 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Happy birthday to those of you who are born in February. This is your solar return season. And so that always feels nice, I'm sure. However you feel about birthdays, can always feel nice to have that energy in your own sign. Ooh, a lot of love energy, and it's even past Valentine's Day. Okay. The heart of the matter is the Empress card, and this card is associated with Venus, so it does have that connection to love, but also this is the Earth Mother, but it can be connected to both of those signs ruled by Venus, Taurus, and Libra. And it is a card of creativity. Oh, I didn't notice. Is that the moon? I like that thing in the top right corner. Kind of, it's the moon, but it's the sun. And you see they show her as pregnant. And that is the mother energy. So it could be your mother instincts being aroused. If there is some situation, maybe you're trying to have a child, or you're pregnant, or you're dealing with your mother, but also the artist. This could be the artist is really starting to, getting the sun in your sign. The sun is a creative force, so I could see it from that point of view. And this is also good for money matters. This can be, I shouldn't say receiving, but abundance in general. In the past position, we have the Tower card. And how I see this in particular is if you have fallen in love with someone and it was like love at first sight, or if maybe you have gotten pregnant or gotten someone pregnant and it is like it was not expected. You didn't necessarily, it was like a surprise. It just happened, or you could say an accident. There's a suddenness with the Tower. But, in truth, those kinds of things, I mean, I don't believe there are any accidents, especially when it comes to conceiving children. Even if it was something that was unplanned, I don't consider that an accident. But if it was something that was unexpected, it was probably bound to happen based upon the type of behaviors that were enacted. The other thing too is that if you're dealing with like a three-party situation, that might be something where you did not know what you were getting yourself into. It kind of happened maybe it just kind of came over you, or the Tower could be you found out that this person is seeing somebody else. Hopefully this isn't happening when you are pregnant and you feel very vulnerable. The higher message is the Two of Pentacles. So this is, a card of duality. We actually end the reading with another two. In those types of scenarios, you may have to choose between two types of people, or two people, or whether or not you're going to stay if you're in a situation where you're kind of waiting for that other person to leave a relationship. do you feel that that is a good situation to be in? This can even be work related because the tower can be perhaps losing your job. Now, this would be something that already happened when you, um, and either getting pregnant afterwards, or why, if you lose your job while you're pregnant, everything may be working out actually, because you probably would have wanted to slow down at some point. But it can also be that you were making a nice living and then all of a sudden you feel like the rug was pulled out from under you. Well, crosses use the Three of Swords. This deck, what's it called? Seekers or Light Seers Tarot or something. They really dramatize the Three of Swords, my gosh. But this is a card of feeling rejected, feeling like you're being passed over. This can be a three, what do you call it? I always say threesome, but I mean like a third party situation, which can cause you to feel those feelings too of not being okay, because you may feel like if that person loved me, they wouldn't be like putting me in this situation where I have to be sharing this person with somebody else. So it can be one of those things where you feel a heartbreak. Also, the Three of Swords in the upright position can be a clean break from something or someone. And because it's in the challenge position, it might mean on again, off again. So when someone does not break free from a relationship, even if they do have feelings for that person, if they keep it going on and then it goes off again, what you're doing is you're really draining yourself, because your energy gets drained when you prolong your agony. And your agony certainly can happen when you're dealing with a third-party situation. And so you may feel this sense of like, I can't just walk away from it completely, because you still have feelings for that person, but you're not taking into account how it's affecting you. If you like are feeling like the aftermath of a situation where you didn't get a promotion or maybe even got laid off, it's what you tell yourself that is ultimately important, Pisces. If you frame it like, I was second best, I wasn't chosen, that can mean that that's not necessarily true. That might just be how you saw the situation, framed it. Whereas it could be that other person is going through, it totally is that other person is going through their own thing, and it just so happens that you are part of that. And even with work matters, sometimes bosses play favorites, and people tend to like people who are like them. If you are seen as different than the people around you, it's almost like being a threat, because you show that you don't have to conform to certain standards to be okay. And people who don't know who they are, they tend to be afraid of outliers, people who are different. So please be more positive in how you regard yourself. What is coming in is the Ten of Cups, happily ever after. This is actually very good for marriage, very good for family life. This is the pot at the end of the rainbow. The number 10 is the end of a cycle. And because 10, in numerology, you reduce it, a lot of times you reduce numbers, it can be reduced to a 1, so it could be a new cycle, but the 0 is like the unknown aspect of it. So um, when you're dealing with the 10, we usually, in the tarot, we see this like kind of a closure of sorts or a culmination. And it's one of those things where you may feel unsure about something, maybe like you're afraid that your partner won't accept your pregnancy. And then you find out it's fine. They just needed time to deal with it. And the Three of Swords, sometimes we get so sensitive that if that person isn't totally on board, we might think, oh my God, they're rejecting our family, our future family. I know that not all people, so I did get a comment once where somebody said, not everybody's having children and stuff. I don't have children. I just know that a lot of people are, living that type of lifestyle where they are raising families. So that's why I say these things, but I'm certainly not implying that everybody's in that situation. 10 of Cups could be your, going to attend a wedding. Maybe you're the mother of the bride or the father of the bride. And the Empress is your daughter who is pregnant, and you're excited because you're going to become a grandparent. It could be something along those lines. Maybe you're an artist who is finishing a major project, and now you can get back to your family life because you kind of completed it. The Outcome card is the Two of Cups. This is a card of reconciliation, or you could say reuniting with someone. This is a card of forgiveness, making a commitment. So yeah, I kind of picked up on that vibe too, about making a commitment. Pisces, I think, is a devoted sign, but I also think that, I read that Pisces can be very indecisive. And I do think sometimes Pisces people can be fickle when it comes to love, because you're a mutable water sign. So love is something where you are open to the influences around you. So if somebody seems like they have feelings for you, then you may develop feelings for them. And yet, and that's why I say about commitment is that it could be like, I want to keep my options open, or I'm not sure, being indecisive. I'm not sure, is this the right person for me? And that could be what the Two of Pentacles is about. But really, with the Two of Pentacles, it's more of the practical level. Two of Cups is, you making your choice on the emotional level. And I do think that Pisces can love very deeply when they finally feel comfortable making that choice. So, yeah. And I think, you know what I think, come to think of it, think, is that the Three of Swords, this might even be like a past relationship that makes it hard for you to really commit, because you may feel as if it's going to happen again. You're going to get your heart stomped on, and you're afraid and you're protecting yourself. But sometimes you just have to take that plunge. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.